Hi, SaraBeth. Don't try this at home. Eenie, meanie, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eenie, meanie, miny, mo. Okay, I love that rhyme. It's incredibly useful. Astronauts use it when they need to figure out who gets to do a spacewalk. Judges at dog shows use it if they need to figure out which dog smells worse. Grandmas use it when they're trying to figure out whether to get you socks or a new toy for your birthday. And of course, we use it every day, all over the planet, when we're trying to figure out who has to be it when you're playing tag or hide and seek. It's incredibly useful. But it is woefully short on advice about how to catch the tiger in the first place. Does that bother you? It's always bothered me. And it really especially bothered me on the day that I came home and found a tiger taking a nap in my hammock. I had no idea how to catch it. Sometimes you just have to improvise. I mean, opportunities to catch a tiger by the toe don't come along very often. Now, a lot of things go through your mind when you're sneaking up on a tiger. Like, what's this tiger doing here? And what's its name? And does it eat ice cream? And will I be allowed to keep it as a pet? And is it really fair to be sneaking up on anything while they're taking a nap? And is it really smart to be sneaking up on a tiger? Well, I put these doubts out of my mind as I crept closer and closer. Now, the closer I got to the tiger, the more details I could make out. For instance, it was snoring, just a little. His fur was so shiny that it made little rainbow halos in the sun. His nose was really bumpy, and he smelled like cinnamon. But mostly what I noticed were that his paws were huge, bigger than your head. And at the end of the paw was a really big toe. And right next to that really big toe was a really big claw. So I stood there, staring at his huge toes and wondering how to proceed. Now, I wish I could tell you, SaraBeth, that I was not at all frightened, but the truth is, I was ever so slightly terrified. My knees felt as if they had turned to strawberry jam, and the only thing that kept the 10,000 butterflies in my stomach was the fact that my heart had leapt up into my throat to hold back the scream that any sane person would let out if they were thinking about grabbing a tiger by the toe. Well, I took a shaky breath, and I thought of how jealous your dad and your Uncle Mark Get Set Go would be when they found out that I got a chance to catch a tiger. I also thought about how if they ever found out that I had a chance to catch a tiger and wimped out, they would never, ever let me live it down. What if this was the only chance in my whole life to catch a tiger? Well, I took a deep breath, and somewhere in that breath was the littlest bit of courage. So I let out my breath, and I leapt and I grabbed that tiger's toe with both my hands. And I turned the page.